You've been taught to fear the void, to avoid the emptiness, to keep moving, keep chasing, keep filling every silence with noise. But what if I told you, the void you're running from is the doorway to your true self? Because before the light can emerge, everything false must fall away. And that happens in the sacred void. You've built your life around an identity, a name, a title, a role you were expected to play. You became what the world needed you to be, what your family praised, what society rewarded. But somewhere along the way, you stopped recognizing your own reflection. The laughter felt hollow. The success felt empty. The relationships didn't feel real anymore. And that's when the void begins to whisper. Not as a threat, but as an invitation. An invitation to collapse. To shed everything you thought you were. So something deeper can be revealed. It's terrifying at first. The void is not quiet, it is deafening. Because in the silence, you hear everything you've avoided. The pain you buried. The desires you denied. The questions you were too afraid to ask. You're not just sitting in stillness. You're sitting with your shadow. With your wounds. With the broken pieces of your soul. But here's the paradox. The more lost you feel, the closer you are to your real path. Because the ego screams in the void. But the soul whispers. And if you sit long enough, you'll start to hear it. And then, one day, without warning, you awaken. But not as who you were. Not even as who you hoped to be. You awaken as something truer. Quieter. Stronger. You no longer need to be seen to feel real. You no longer chase approval like a drug. You no longer run from your own silence. Because now, you are the silence. You are the sacred void made conscious. You are presence. You are truth. And the world cannot define you anymore. You had to get lost. Utterly. Completely. Painfully. Because the old you had to die. So your soul could finally live. You had to let go of every false certainty. To find the one thing that was always real. Your essence. This is the paradox of awakening. The deeper you fall into the unknown, the higher you rise into truth. So don't fear the void. Honor it. Because that space of emptiness is where the divine writes your name again. So if you feel lost, if you feel like nothing makes sense anymore, don't panic. You are not broken. You are being reborn. Welcome to the sacred void. You're exactly where your soul needs you to be.